Sorry, I had to cough right at the start. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the world of Bacala. I'm your Dungeon Master, the Badge. This is He Is Risen, episode 62. Did I change it? Yes, I did. Episode 62, my favorite number. I have everybody with me today. Everybody say hi.
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 Hi, but why is 62 your favorite number?
Okay,
Yeah, why?
so quick story. Um, there's an episode of
Or more.
SpongeBob. Um, it was the first Man Ray episode, and Man Ray kept attacking Patrick and beating him up, and they were trying to make Man Ray be nice, and they were asking him questions and stuff. And Patrick said, "What number am I thinking of?" And Man Ray said, 62." Patrick said, "Wrong," and then hit him with the tickle belt again. And for the longest time, I was trying to remember what number that was because I really liked that episode. And so the number 62 just stuck in my head, and now it's my favorite number.
42 is better.
Yeah, 42 is marginally better.
25.
I swear
that's
that
not fair.
is a reference to what do you call it? Mr. Show.
I was
That
just
was
making another SpongeBob reference. It's not my favorite number.
But the 25 thing might be a reference to a sketch that his voice actor was a part of on Mr. Show, where 24 is the highest number. That's all.
Oh, I think I vaguely remember the 25 thing. Anyway, last time on He Is Risen, you were fighting with the flock of Vrox, and you finished off the Vrox without them taking any of you away, as they were trying to do, with help from the Royal Guards, Oz, Bringle, this stranger named Bucket, and Luxlin. Because you don't know Bucket. He's some random person that got thrown into the abyss with you. Apparently, he's an adventurer, but you don't know him. Meryl
No, the
contact.
brilliance of my helmet.
What's that?
No, the brilliance of my helmet.
Meryl contacted Linzana with a sending spell to let her know you were trapped in the abyss with Luxlin. Seeking safety, you scouted out a nearby cave, with Meat first checking it out and not seeing anything, and then 2 guards going in. As you heard their screams, you went in to check on them, finding them dead at the hands of 2 demons. Araneus quickly dispatched the demons, and you decided to spend the night in the cave. You heard a faint howling coming from further into the cave. 2 of the guards felt drawn to it and wanted to go investigate it, despite Araneus' caution. Araneus was able to stop one of them with suggestion, but the other went down into the cave to investigate the howling. The first guard followed after him and came back looking horrified. He said the other guard just vanished into a howling void and that he couldn't get the howling out of his head. As the night went on, more of the party started becoming overtaken by the howling in this way, but Wynne was able to use the spell magic to stop it. We pick up as you're finishing your long rest. So, pop up the map. Get the creepy music going. I should have got another track.
I didn't know what I was doing. I just didn't think that would do anything. Sorry.
Okay.
I wasn't doing anything. That wasn't anything. I was just clicking things that shouldn't be clicked.
Let's use the background music I had when you were in the cult headquarters. I actually really like this track, so I'm happy I get to use it again. So who was on second watch? Araneus?
Araneus.
Okay.
I thought Wynne was second watch.
Oh wait, I am.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah, Wynne was second watch.
Oh, okay. I had Araneus in my notes, but I had a feeling that was wrong. Yeah, I had Araneus right here, so change that to Wynne so I don't say Araneus. Wynne, as that's I see Robert's in the chat. Hey, Robert. If you could let me know if the music's
Here.
too loud, that would be awesome, because it's coming through loud on my end, but it's not up that high, so we'll see.
I can never hear it, so.
So Wynne, where are Doko and Pom Pom sleeping? Just so I can move them.
Wait, there's music playing?
Yes.
Yeah, probably where they are. Or probably over here somewhere.
I don't hear music.
I can barely hear it in Roll20s where we typically hear it. You can adjust the volume, but oftentimes I can barely hear it.
Where is it in? It's in settings, right? Audio and video, or yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under settings, audio, video, and master music volume level.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd probably help if I actually went into Roll20.
Does help.
I booted up the... Huh, it's not
Oh, you're
loading.
not even in. Not even in
It helps to be in the game we're playing.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, and
Wasn't even loading for me. Alright, I'm coming in.
All right. And I'll just move
There's the music.
move the guards so they're surrounding Luxolem. Thank you.
The guards that are left.
Yeah, the guards that are left. So that's where they would have been sleeping, just to keep an eye on Luxolem. This one went to sleep right where he was standing before, because he was horrified by the Howling Void.
Are you going to, we need to give, well, you said people are waking up, but,
Yeah.
so we would need to give me the long rest and give Luxolem a long rest too.
Oh yeah, I gotta give it to me.
And-
Okay. But
Brangle and...
when you notice as your
Mhm.
your rest is starting to come to an end, your trance, let me check my notes. Who was it? Oz, Pom Pom, and two of the guards are starting to shiver. I'm gonna mark them so I don't forget. Mark them with green. It's
The
not.
fire's still going?
Yes, it's not
And it's not
cold in
cold.
the cave. It's not cold.
So my guess would be there's something magical going on. I will. Is Oz waking up?
He's not waking up.
Are any of the people that are shivering awake?
No. But no one else has woken up yet. It's like
Okay.
it's like right as your trance is ending, like the others would be waking up very soon.
No. That would be Araneus's trance ending because I'm on second watch. I've been...
I said trance. I meant watch.
Okay.
My bad. I meant watch. Thank you for the correction.
I was confused for a second there.
Like I knew you were up and doing things. I don't know why I was saying trance. I totally meant watch.
Sure.
No, I
Oh,
did.
good.
I was just saying the
I was
wrong
giving you a-
word for some reason. As your watch is ending.
Okay. I will cast... This is going to take... how long does it take? One action. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, Sholly.
See if I can pick up any like magical effects or auras on these people or anything in the area, really.
I was reading the spell over again, so I can tell you right.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. You sense the presence of magical effects on Oz, Pom Pom, and the two guards. Although I thought detect magic could also detect magic items.
It does. I cast. It says faint magical aura around visible creature or object. So I guess if the object is. I sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet. And if an effect was created by a. Yeah. So I guess it would need to be visible. I cast Dispel Magic on these people, I believe.
You cast Dispel Magic on a few of them when they were trying to get up and go to investigate the howling. You know, like Luxalim,
Right.
Oz, Brangle, a guard.
I cast it a lot because I'm down 1, 2, 3. I'm down 6 spell slots. I cast it 6 times.
Hmm.
There were 6 people that I cast it on. So, Dispel Magic would have ended any magical effects. I cast 3 of them at level 3 and 3 of them at level 4.
Hmm.
So, if it was a spell of 4 or higher, then I would need to make an ability check to end that effect. So, I don't know what magical effects could be affecting them without me having had rolled something to dispel that effect whenever I cast Dispel Magic. Unless it's something that came in after the fact.
Do you try to cast Dispel Magic again, or are you trying to figure
No,
out?
because I already
Oh,
cast
because
it. So I'm
you
trying to
popped it up
figure out
again. You popped up
why-
again. That's why I was asking.
Well, because I was trying to read it and
Oh,
I was
okay.
showing it to you.
Gotcha.
So if there was anything that had affected them before, then I would have either had to have rolled to dispel it, or it would be gone.
Creature, object, and magical effect. Spell.
So that's why I'm just trying to figure out, why is there still a spell effect on them whenever I've cast Dispel Magic, and I didn't roll to...
Okay. I can answer 2 questions. One of them is about the spell level thing. I probably shouldn't have allowed Dispel Magic to work because I didn't read it when you cast it. I forgot that it has to be a spell, not just a magical effect. So I allowed it to work.
Well, it says one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Yeah, but then it says any ongoing spell ends. It doesn't say just a plain magical effect that's not created by a spell. So it only works on magical effects created by spells. And that magical effect wasn't created by a spell. So that's why I didn't like there was no ability check involved or anything like that.
Is that-
'cause- yeah,
Um,
but I'm still
What?
I'm not gonna retcon.
well, that would upset me because now I've lost 6 spell slots. If I would have known, I don't know if I would have known. Let me see. Let's see. Does Dispel Magic D&D work on magical effects that are not spells?
No, it did.
Because I thought
It just per the text of the spell, it doesn't.
it doesn't.
But that was my mistake.
So then I guess what I'm thinking here is that if Wynne would have cast Dispel Magic on like the first person she would have cast it on and noticed that it had no effect on that person.
No, what I'm saying is I'm not gonna retcon it. It did have an effect.
Okay. But so now I'm noticing these 4 people are still affected by something
Yes.
that my Dispel Magic did not work on. Okay, so I cast Detect Magic. What do I get from that Detect Magic on these 4 people?
Just that they're under some magical effect. There's no spell school or no school of magic detected because it's not from a spell.
So that would tell Wynne, I think, this is Libby, and I'm not a wizard, but Wynne is, that
You're a wizard,
might
Libby.
that there's maybe something environmental like that howling or something that would be causing this effect to keep going on them. And now they're shivering.
Mm-hmm.
Well, give them a blanket. No,
Push him into the fire.
have they rested long enough that if I wake up Oz, will he have his full rest?
If you woke him up, he would have his long rest.
Okay, I would like to wake up Oz.
He does not wake up. No matter what you do, yelling at him, shaking him, nothing's waking him up. He's just laying there
Well,
shivering.
I'm not gonna yell at him because I don't want to
Ah.
wake up. You know, give him a
Cover
little face tap.
Cover his mouth and plug his nose.
A little bit of water.
Yeah, no, nothing wakes him up. So while you're trying to wake Oz up, the others that are not marked in green start to rouse. I'll just say you wake up roughly around the same time.
So everybody
Better-
but the 4 marked in green wake up.
Yeah.
I had a real yawn, so I figured I'd go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to. I'll look at Araneus, since Araneus is another magic user, and say these 4 aren't waking up and they're shivering. Something in the cave is affecting them.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know what it is?
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even bother asking about that because I figured it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it's not going to yield anything. So
Can I do a meta knowledge check to see if I know what it is?
All right. So what did the guard come
Um,
back and say? That like what was it? It was the guard disappeared into a.
Howling void. Brangle comes over. Are you still trying to wake Oz up, or have you stopped?
Yeah, I'm still kind of poking at him.
Brangle says, well, what's wrong?
I shake my head and I point at Pom Pom and the two guards and Oz and say, there's some magical effect that's put them to sleep that I can't dispel. And I'm not sure what it is.
What if I bite their ankles?
Can we put them in Araneus' portal for a little while?
Brangle says, no, don't bite his ankles. That's...
I don't have a portal.
I'll only
Oh, the
know.
ring thing. I thought you had the ring.
I won't bite
Yeah.
hard.
That's not how it works.
Oh. Dang it.
Okay.
Because they have to be willing and they're asleep, so they can't be willing.
Oh.
Just think of me like an overgrown chihuahua. It'll be fine.
Um.
Well, while they're doing all that, I'm gonna summon Ignis back, but more powerful.
It's a bigger flame. Okay, I have books in my backpack. I'm gonna pull out some books. I don't know if this book will do me any good. I'm sure I have more than these books, but I have a book titled. I have this one. Book
you
on
make-
Summoning and Entrapment Magic.
Did you make art for that, or
I didn't load it into Roll20. I wasn't thinking about it, but I do still have the art for it.
okay?
Ooh, is Ignis gonna look different?
Dig through my folders. Where are we summoning him?
Just right next to me.
Okay.
Either side, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Oh, Ignis, you've changed.
It's so cute. Thought you said more powerful.
I did.
Well,
cuter
before
means more powerful.
before he was just a little tiny fireball.
Little flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a flame. Now
Oh,
he
is he
has
bigger now?
eyes and arms, and he's bigger. He went from
Oh,
tiny
Ignis,
to
you're growing
small.
up.
Let me give the control of that token to Sholly. Yes.
Ignis is such a big flame now.
And he
There we
can cast a couple spells.
Ooh,
So Ignis evolved then.
Yes.
he's learning.
Yep, he evolved.
He evolved.
Whoops.
You see me kind of sniffing over here, like he smells something. And he,
Smell boy.
then he starts growling.
Timmy stuck in a well?
I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking the same thing.
Meat. What is it?
How far away is it to see? Oh no, wait. We bargained, so your tremor sense is only 30 feet. Okay. If you all look in that direction, you can. For everyone who's got dark vision, you can see one of these groaning and wobbling into the cave.
Why are these all so ugly?
Because they're demons.
Yeah, well,
Well, not every demon is ugly.
That looks like a midget ghoul from Fallout, but
It kind of does.
with deathclaw legs.
Mini
Yeah, I
boomer.
think it does.
it looks like an actual D&D asset, so
It is.
That as well.
poop. All right.
As
I
as
guess.
it stumbles in, growling, and meets over here yipping at it. You hear a loud boom, and the demon's head, the big hole blows out in the front of his head, and a bullet goes flying across the cave. And the
Is
demon,
it coming this direction towards us, like from somebody outside?
yes, and the demon falls dead.
Well, I'm gonna pull my sword out because that worries
Yeah.
me.
Same.
I'm gonna pull my
Who's
gun
there?
out.
Who goes there?
Gonna go stand by meat. Okay.
I had to change one thing real quick. Okay. And in walks a tiefling woman wielding a pistol in one hand with a sheathed longsword at her side. And she walks in and says, I was wondering where that thing was going. Are all of you responsible for that carnage outside?
Which carnage are you talking about? That's could be.
Yes.
No.
You mean all the dead birdies?
Yeah. The frogs.
Oh, yeah. That, yeah. That was us.
Yeah, that was us.
Yep.
Damn. 6 Vrox. That's impressive.
There were a few more of us.
Well, there are a lot of us.
And who might you be?
Oh, my name is Bexori Futari. Demon Hunter Extraordinaire.
And what are you doing on this realm?
And what can we call you for short? Because that's a little too long.
You can call me Bex. And I'm hunting demons, of course.
Yes, but
Yeah.
what are you doing on this realm? Do you live on this realm? How did you get to this realm?
I was transported here via a portal from the mortal plane. That's a story I don't want to revisit.
Hey,
How
that
long
just
ago?
happened to us.
Hey, the same thing just happened to us, yeah.
But I
How long have you been here?
about 10 years.
Have you always been a tiefling?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to change.
No, tieflings are typically born as tieflings.
Well, yeah, but you could have been born as, like, a half... For all I know.
It's not really that important. You've been here 10 years. You haven't
Yes.
been able to find your way back to the mortal plane.
I've come across a portal or two, but I found a new calling when I landed here.
Are those portals permanent, or have they just appeared?
They're fleeting, and they don't come that
Do they
often.
randomly appear? Or
They're
are there
usu-
locations they
They're
appear?
usually created by someone on the mortal plane or someone on the here in the abyss.
Do you know how to create one?
I don't have the means to create one, but I was tracking a creature that can do it.
We need that creature, and we need them to make a portal for us.
I bet it was the one
Yeah.
that we killed.
The one that you killed? No. It wasn't a Vrock.
No, there was another thing before the Vrock. A Garistro.
You killed the Garistro? I've been tracking that thing for weeks.
Well,
Oh,
technically,
sorry. Yeah,
yeah.
we
Well,
killed.
it kind of
Okay.
came into our plane, and we kind of had to.
Oh,
Sorry.
you killed it on the mortal plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You didn't kill it.
I
But
mean, it looked
They
pretty
did
dead.
it.
No.
Painted into ash and stuff. So
Yeah, it burst into flames, turned into ash.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. No, it's not
I-
dead. It's
Yeah, I
not-
had
it's
front
not-
row tickets to that. Thank you very much.
it's not dead. There are certain demons that, when they're not in the abyss, they can't die. If you think you've killed them, they've simply recorporated down here in the abyss.
Or
Hooray.
Chain Devil's part of that.
Demons.
Demons, not devils. Demons and devils are
Same thing.
different. No, they're different.
No, they're very different.
very different. Araneus.
Well, we need a portal to the mortal plane, and if this creature can make
Yeah.
one,
Well, now I have to find the Garistro again.
well, we can help with that.
Unfortunately, I think I know where it might be.
In this cave,
No, I believe this Garistro made its lair around the spot it typically reappears in the abyss. It's like a spot of hellish energy that the Garistro's soul, essence, because they don't really have souls, is locked to. It's weird, but I'm pretty sure his lair is there, and I know
Well-
where his lair is.
great. We have a question for you. Since you've been in this realm for so long, I'm going to point over here and say we have some companions that have been affected by some magical effect, and they're not waking up and they're shivering. There's a howling, what was that? A portal? A howling hole?
How?
I don't know.
Oh, she takes a few steps further in, and you can see her kind of listening. Oh. You're in a cave with a portal to the Howling Pits.
Ah, great. So it leads somewhere. So would you happen to know what our companions are affected by? Because I do not know. I have my book in my hand, and I'm just like, I can't find anything.
They've been exposed to the howling for too long, and for certain people, it does nothing, but for others, it can put them in a frozen or paralyzed or whatever this is state where they just shake and shiver. And I've seen it a couple of times before.
And how do we stop it?
Unfortunately, it takes a cleric with great restorative magic to to bring them out of this condition.
Hey, Brangle, you got anything like that?
Brangle sighs, looks at Oz. I feel helpless.
It's not.
You wouldn't happen to have a cart or anything, would you? So we can like haul them with us?
No, I don't travel with a cart, no.
Would taking them into the howling area help them?
Oh, no, you don't want to do that. The howling pits are occupied by howlers. They're kind of like sirens,
Gotcha.
except when they draw you in, they viciously ravage your body, eating everything, including your bones.
Maybe not then.
That
Yummy.
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, you don't want to go into the howling pits.
Question to DM.
What?
Would be considered vegetable matter? I think it is.
Would what?
Would.
Be
Like
considered
if I were to
vegetable?
make a cart using the spell creation. Actually, hold on. Oh, yeah, it is. Can I make a cart out of wood? It would last for 24 hours. Or hold on.
I mean, I'm proficient in carpenter's tools.
You know, I have.
Like, must be no larger than a 5-foot cube.
Five-foot cube is pretty big.
Yeah.
You could just stand them up in it. It'll be fine.
You can lay them down on it.
True.
Can you lay 4 people side by side in a 5-foot by 5-foot cart?
You may need to put someone on top of each other, but yeah.
I mean, what are they gonna do? They're comatose. We just need to transport them. I mean,
Use
we
a
could just
high-level
leave them
spell
here,
slot.
but that
You can
doesn't
make it
seem very
bigger,
nice.
too.
Hey,
How long does an. Hold on. What's the length of spell for enlarge reduce, or the length of.
I have that. Give me 1 second.
I think it's only like a minute or 10 minutes or
Yeah.
something like that.
1 minute, yeah. Polymorph? How long is polymorph for? One hour. Concentration. No. Yeah, I don't know. So did she say how we can snap them out of this? Did she say?
I kind of hinted at it.
Basically, greater restoration.
Yes.
Gotcha. And Brangle doesn't have that.
No.
Correct.
I don't have it either.
The warlock totally has it.
I almost took that spell too.
I almost took it.
Bex says, once we get the portal stone from the Garistro, we can come back for your friends.
But what happens if they do start moving and then just go into the howling? Or another demon comes by and picks them up and just throws them in there? Or picks
Eats
them
them.
up and eats them? We need to take our companions with us.
Maybe we can leave a few behind to help guard them.
Bringle says, I'll stay with Oz. I'll protect him.
I guess Doko is staying with Pom Pom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
and the other guard is probably going to stay with the other guards.
the guard
and
steps up to protect her fellow guards.
What about Luxalim?
Luxlum says,
he's coming with us.
yeah, I don't want to stay here.
Shouldn't have Luxalim gotten a long rest in. Just saying.
Yeah. I gotta fix this token anyway, so I'm not worried about that for right now.
Is he still tied up?
He's got the manacles on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He eyes this guard right here and just kind of slowly walks over. Oh, whoops! Over to the group.
Be careful with this one, newcomer.
Oh, I see he's manacled.
He's not going to be very helpful, manacled.
That's fine.
Meryl has a lot of faith in Luxalim.
He's a criminal that has tried to do very bad things on the mortal plane, and yeah, we were fighting him, and he's kind of the whole reason that we're down here, and the Garistro came, and long story. Anyway, that's why he's in manacles, because he's a criminal.
He says, Luxalim says, I had nothing to do with the Garistro.
If you had not joined in with the cult and the Red Wolves, none of this would have happened if you would have stayed locked up and not stolen the book.
Beck says, actually, I think he's right.
No, he's not right. Even if he is right, he's not right.
That Garistro was looking for somewhere to create a portal.
Why?
I didn't know why, but I knew he was looking for a specific place to create a portal.
Sounded like he was looking for us because we all killed the Chain Devil.
What do you know about the Fiend King?
The Fiend King is involved in this?
Possibly.
Yeah, the Cult of Blood kind of have it out for us since we kind of killed their Chain Devil.
Wait, who are the Cult of Blood and what's
They're trying to
Chain
raise
Devil?
the Fiend King, and the Chain Devil was like the main one, but then we killed him, but then this Garistro was like, oh, there's a power vacuum, let me get in there.
Oh. Okay. We need to kill this Garistro for good.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the idea.
I will gladly help with that.
Insight check.
Go for it.
I don't know if I trust this person.
Go for it.
I literally don't know if I trust this person.
You know, you
I
don't
mean-
you don't know if you trust her.
Can I
mean,
do
you can
insight
trust
as
me.
well?
Well, you have a shiny bucket.
Fair.
Could I do insight as well?
Yeah, you can.
Well, you also you did fight alongside us, and
13.
You're 50-50.
Okay.
You're not sure.
I hate to dogpile on checks, but since I'm proficient in it.
Fine, go
I have a
ahead.
+8 in it.
Go ahead.
Wow. I have a plus
Same.
9 in it.
You're 50-50 as well.
But my passive insight is 19.
Oh, your passive insight is 19. Am I doing passive insight checks? That's the question.
My passive insight's 18.
My passive insight is 10.
I don't think I want to do passive insight. I'll stick with passive perception, but I don't think I want to do passive insight. That's gonna break too much stuff.
Okay, fine. I'll cast Soul of Truth.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, I'm not going to cast Soul of Truth. I'm joking. Sorry. Araneus.
So,
Could I do detect thoughts, see if there's any deception? Sense thoughts.
I might come across a little aggressive, but you can go for it if you want to.
Should we surround her first and pull our weapons out?
Yeah.
Wynne is just going to take this person as face value right now because it's kind of our only shot at getting out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
probably. Yeah. Probably.
So, off to hunt the Garistro down again and kill it again.
Sounds
It's
fun.
like it.
Hey, at least now we're fully healed, and because last time we were kind of
Beat up.
At that store?
really beat up. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty dented.
He did.
And she's gonna look. And Meryl's gonna look to Buck and say, and also, who are you?
And Bucket just ignores the question, apparently.
I'm a soldier, and these ended up becoming my compatriots through me being nosy.
She's gonna poke at the bucket.
We don't know you.
Yeah,
I think Meat vouched for him.
I think Meat did vouch for him.
he liked me.
I've only been
We're
with you for
friends.
a few days myself.
Me and Meat are friends. Because he
Meat's
complimented
friendly
my
with
hat.
anybody.
He complimented my hat. We're friends.
Bucket shiny.
She's gonna poke the bucket again. Like, why are you wearing this?
Better hope that nobody knows heat metal.
Don't give me ideas.
No.
I think I already did.
No. You gotta forget that.
I'm sure I'll forget it.
Let's see, do I have heat metal?
Oh gosh.
Bucket's gonna yell la la
I
la la
checked.
la.
Does enemies have heat metal?
No. Ignis Ignis only has elementalism and
Sorcerer's Burst.
sorcerous burst.
Would
Okay.
lightning do more damage since he has a metal bucket on his head?
Probably.
Why do you hate me?
And
Susceptible to magic?
And
There's a
thunder
lightning.
damage because it creates an echo.
Bucket. I'm gonna pout. No.
Well, we can't see that because you have a bucket on your fucking head.
I'm gonna move over here and pout.
Okay, bye.
Beck says, okay, maybe we should get going.
Yes.
Luxlim
Mama.
says,
I
Luxlim
zoned
says,
out
where
there
the-
for a minute, so we trust this person now?
Mama told me my bucket
Your
was
only
special.
way out.
Oh,
It's kind
she's
of
gonna,
our only option right now, Araneus.
well, she's gonna reach her
So-
hand
Okay.
up to Bex and try to shake her hand.
Bex reaches her hand out and shakes. And you are?
Meryl Xiao.
Nice to meet you, Meryl. And,
I'm Wynne.
Meow.
no, what's your name?
Meow.
Why are you meowing at me?
Their
My
name
name.
is
We've been
Meryl.
wondering the same thing. We
Same
just
thing.
call them Mrao because
Yeah, we just
they
gave
won't
up.
tell us their name.
Okay. And you are? She motions to...
Araneus.
Okay.
And this is Ignis.
This is Meat.
Hi,
I'm motioning my
Ignis.
head down towards
Hi,
Can I
hi,
look at-
hi, Ignis. What?
Can I
Okay.
look at your firearm?
Uh,
Interesting, because we only recently got them ourselves.
well, I mean, they've been around for a while on the mortal plane, but yeah, you can take a look at it. There's nothing special about it. She hands it to you.
Don't give that to.
I already have one, so why would it bother you to have another one that she's
I
looking
don't trust you with
Yeah.
anything.
It's my ammunition that's special.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got
What type of
some.
ammo?
I got some special demon killing bullets.
her eyes go wide. Can
No.
teach me how to make them?
Oh, how to make them? That's a little difficult.
Why is that?
You.
Did a yellow-eyed demon tell you how to do it?
you need to you need the blood of an angel. Freely given.
I don't know where to find one of those.
Exactly. I got lucky.
Wade Jackson.
So you only have so much ammo and then it's gone?
Yes.
Jackson.
Do you have any extra blood?
No.
Huh. How many
Sholly?
bullets you got?
I can fix that.
No, we need a different kind of blood.
I have a bag of blood.
A different
No,
kind.
that's just consecrated human blood, sweetie.
Hold on.
Um,
I thought I had her sheet open.
Araneus, remember that thing we got?
Oh, I
For
do have her sheet
Jackson.
open.
Yeah, we already gave it to him.
Yeah, we might have to call him for a favor eventually.
5. She says she has 5.
I will not be doing that, but I mean, you're more than welcome to.
Cause remember the thing you gave him that goes to the what was
Well,
the
yeah,
name of
he
the
said
room?
it goes to the heavenly plane, but
We
honestly,
don't know where it
we
goes.
don't think that that's actually where it goes.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the heavenly plane, but I don't know.
That's what he said. Yes.
And I have no
But we
reason
think he
to
was
doubt it.
lying.
I mean, I have no
Oh,
reason
we
to
have
doubt him.
plenty of. We have lots of reasons to doubt him.
X is just looking back and forth to each of you as you're talking.
Anyway, let's carry on.
Luxlin walks up and says, "Can you just take these off me?
No, not yet.
How have I not proven myself? I helped you kill the rocks outside."
Yeah, some birds. Good job.
Wait,
Okay,
Bex says.
fine.
Bex says, "Wait a minute. He helped you with the rocks out there?
Well, I mean, yeah,
He's a demon killer."
but
Fine.
he was
Meryl-
also being attacked.
Meryl's gonna go around and take the shackles
So-
off.
You don't have
You
the
can't.
key.
I have the key. They're my manacles.
Araneus, unlock him.
Actually, I can't until tomorrow. So he's at least stuck for today.
Wait, why
I
not?
can't.
Why
Because
not?
it's in my ring.
Oh, great.
You didn't go into your ring though. We've slept.
That is true, but they don't know that.
No, because usually when you go in your ring, you leave the ring in my care so that I can defend you in case something happens.
Right, but it's not working. I can't do it. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with this plane.
Can I
He's gonna be stuck like that for now.
I
Can I
don't
try-
believe him, but I'm not going to say anything because I do not want Luxulum unshackled unless we need him unshackled.
I'm going to. Can I do persuasion on Araneus to be reasonable in the situation?
And
I think we're being very reasonable.
I'm not gonna let
I
you
think
make a
I'm being
persuasion
reasonable.
check. I don't want to do PvP, but I mean you can roleplay it.
It's just like, hey, Araneus, be reasonable. He's been helping us, at least for now.
Well, see, before when he was helping, it was helping save his own butt. Before that, he was trying to kill us. So I'm gonna go with not yet. If we happen to need him, then I can unlock him.
And she'll hand the gun back after looking at it to Vex.
But until then, he could still cast some spells, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just nothing with somatic components.
She'll hold up her own and look at Vex like, "What do you think of mine?"
So you talking to Bex about the pistol? You mean?
Yeah.
It looks nice.
It's very nice, pat. Okay, let's go.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Yeah, my master Bartimus made it.
Oh,
Very proud of his work.
interesting.
What part of the mortal plane are you from, Bex?
I'm from this village in Caphelion, made up of all tieflings.
So now Wynne is very old and has traveled quite a bit. Would Wynne have?
Would that also spark any memories for me? Because that's where I'm from. Caphelion, not the Tiefling village, obviously.
It would stand out, as it was one of the few like all tiefling areas, kind of like a safe haven for tieflings. As for whether Araneus remember, make an insight check to see if your memory peaks.
Did you say insight?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not scrolled down on either. No.
12.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, that piques your memory. You remember that?
Hey, I'm pretty sure I'm from near there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have issues with remembering due to things that have happened, but
Well,
I
congratulations
do
on remembering
remember
that.
Yeah.
what did you say?
Hopefully I was friends with y'all.
I said congratulations on remembering that.
Oh,
We can be friends if you don't talk mean about my bucket.
But your bucket's awesome.
That's not
Yeah.
your head? That's a bucket? I thought that was your skull.
It is my helmet.
They're not humans, so you know about them. It's okay.
No, it is not my head. It is my helmet. And it is glorious.
It is
Actually,
glorious.
Behold the shiny. Behold!
Yeah, that one.
can we go now?
Let me see if I did this right. Yes, I did that right. Okay. As you're leaving the cave, Luxlim kind of stops for a second. Says,
Question: do we have his hands in front or behind Araneus?
I'm not the one that put them on him. So whatever the guards would typically do. Because I think it was a guard that put it on him.
then behind him.
Then they're behind him.
Yeah. It would have made for a uncomfortable night's sleep.
Yeah, well, sucks to be evil, I guess.
As he's walking, he kind of stops and says, "Wait a second. I noticed this is when I woke up, but something just doesn't feel right."
Nothing feels right here, Luxlim.
I know, but it's like this place is dampening my magic. I don't feel it as strongly as I usually do.
So he's a necromancer, right?
Yeah, he's a necromancy wizard. Yeah.
So I'm also a wizard, just not necromancy. Have I noticed? Have I felt anything?
No.
I noticed
Okay.
anything about
I wonder if it's the lack of souls.
Has Meryl noticed
Since-
anything about like the spirits around here?
Could I do an insight check?
Okay, I got a lot of
Unless-
questions coming at me. Meryl, you said, has Meryl noticed anything about the spirits around?
Yeah.
Make an I'll go with what kind of check should that be? That should be
Nature?
nature. Thank you. Nature check.
Do you have advantage on nature check? What's your thing on nature checks? Never mind. I don't think I can do it. Never mind.
This would be specific to Meryl anyway.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
specific to her, yeah.
You notice the spirits that you sense down in the abyss are darker and more evil than on the mortal plane.
Well, that's not good.
And what did you ask me, Meryl?
If I could do an insight check to see if Luxlim's telling the truth.
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
You sense no deception from him.
He's telling the truth. His magic isn't working very well.
I mean,
I don't-
he's a
we-
necromancer, so that would probably be due to the fact that there's not the same kind of souls down here that he's used to.
Yeah,
The spirits here seem kind of twisted.
Still
Different?
not unlocking him. In fact, I just pulled the key out of my pocket because it wasn't actually in my ring, and I hand it to Wynne.
Oh god.
Here you go, Wynne. You can decide.
yeah, I don't think right now is the time to unlock him. I just don't trust him. Just,
That's-
looking at it from a logical standpoint, he's tried to kill us a couple of times. He was going to kill the king. He just...
If we happen
wasn't
to
going
need
to
him-
kill the king.
Then why did you have a gilded cage and have it in your notebook that you were going to put his soul in it?
Because I was gonna wait for him to die peacefully
Oh, yeah,
on his
sure.
own.
Uh-huh.
And then extract his soul?
Yes.
That's
And
still
that
not
doesn't
good.
seem bad to you?
Checks out for me.
Sounds like necromancy to me.
You know, I've had the option of learning some necromantic spells, and I have avoided them. Because
Well, good for
it
you.
just seems kind of wrong to employ, you know, spirits against their will. Whereas, like, Ignis is willing. He's my buddy.
Ignis, though the flame on Ignis's head flickers,
See?
and he kind of bobs up and down.
You know, maybe if you win over Ignis, then we can talk after that.
And you did also steal the Book of Vile Deeds, and you killed our previous companions, and then used their bodies against us. So forgive me if I have no desire to set you free.
I can
Unless it's
understand.
in dire needs.
Yeah, I can understand why, Meryl might not be as attached because Meryl didn't know them. But they were our friends, and you had them attack us.
In my defense,
I don't care. You can just stop there.
it was the cult that killed them.
You joined with the cult. You have a choice, and you've made the wrong one at every turn.
By the transitive property, it was you that killed them. Technically, it was you that killed them again because you brought a twisted version of them back.
It was just their bodies.
Well, they shouldn't have been dead in the first place.
The callousness of his statement is completely lost on him.
Yeah, it's...
Well, you know what?
Would you like if somebody went to your family's cemetery and brought back the bodies of your family? Which, I mean, honestly, you probably wouldn't care.
He probably already did that.
Yeah, who do you think I raised to fight you the first time?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Using family. What if somebody took your living family and made them fight you?
I have no living family.
If you did.
There's probably a reason for that.
Do you have a best friend?
No.
And there's a reason for that. Anyway,
yeah.
We are not going to let you go unless you need to defend yourself against an enemy that is attacking us. Because
Yeah,
you
like
are
that
not to be
Grease roll or
trusted.
something.
Fine.
Yeah, like a Grease roll.
We'll
Fine.
circle back around to this eventually, but for now, let's go find this Garistro.
Yeah.
And maybe feed you to it. I mean, what?
Luxlum rolls his eyes. Bex walks to the front of the group and says, let me take a look outside, make sure there aren't any roving demons or flocks of rock coming by. And she...
I go with her.
Okay.
I want to look the other way.
Steps outside, and there aren't any demons on the ground nearby. Like way off in the distance, you see something walking along the ground. You can't quite make it out, but there does seem to be a large flock of rocks, kind of flying in the general direction of the cave. And she kind of pokes her head back in and says, so we can either wait out the rocks or we can take an underground path.
Do you think those rocks are going to try to eat the other rocks that are on the ground over there?
No, rocks typically like their food to squirm.
Oh. Hmm. Hey, Luxlum, I got a job for you. I'm kidding.
Libby said be right back, so...
I guess we could... How long do you think it'll take for them to fly by? You're more versed in them than we are.
I mean, it'll only take a few minutes, but for all I know, there could be more demons by then. I mean, we could try waiting everything out. I say
okay.
if we go up there, we're going to be fighting more. And if we go below, we might still be fighting, but it might not be as much. It's going to be like
What's
they
in
run
the underground path?
What?
Yeah, what kind of stuff is down in the underground?
Probably shadow demons, more vapor spawn.
How do they feel about light?
The shadow demons, they don't like light.
So if we have light, they'll just avoid us?
They might not avoid you, but they'll be... Let me check a stat block so I don't lie to you. Okay. They might not avoid you, but they're going to be easier to fight in light.
Okay. Party, we need a vote. Are we going up or down?
Which way's quicker? Is the underground route a lot slower?
Sorry about my cat.
That's okay.
It doesn't seem like majority of us are gathered at the upper portion, yeah? Or are we going towards the lower?
We're
all of us-
deciding now.
Does everybody but Luxlum in the party right now have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision because of my goggles.
Yeah, I think Luxlum's the only one that can't see.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he has the... I mean, if you if you take the shackles off him, I'm pretty sure he has the light cantrip. Yeah.
That's not just a verbal.
No, it's material too.
What material?
I think just having the material in his spell component pouch would suffice for that. He wouldn't need to have a somatic component, so he wouldn't need to move his hands.
No, he does have... You do have to hold the material component to cast it.
Yeah, but I can just like reach in his bag and pull it out and hand it to him. Just the one little thing. So yeah, there we go. I'm cool with either. It seems like we're kind of more equipped to go in the underground, but it might take longer.
Yeah, Wynne asked if underground was longer. Underground's probably going to take a day longer. This is going to take us a few days to get to its lair.
A day longer?
About a day
We're gonna
longer
have
on
to
the
leave-
underground path.
But if we go above ground, we're going to be facing a lot more monsters, probably. Like rocks and...
Well, I
Probably.
was gonna ask.
Oh,
I
I don't.
ask our people over here if they have rations or a way to I assume Brangle can make food, probably.
I have rations. I do not have dark vision, apparently, though.
I'm gonna say you do because they updated their Dragonborn have dark vision. They should have had it all along, so I'm gonna say you do.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking over my stuff and I couldn't find it.
Okay. Brangle says, "Yeah, I've got food and
Yoko doesn't have to eat, I don't think.
hopefully." Hopefully you get back in time for them.
I mean, we'll be as quick as we can.
Bex,
So you mentioned a portal.
Bex
You
over
mentioned
here.
a portal stone. If we take that stone from the demon, can we make the portal where we want it?
You might have to see the Garistro was able, I assume, from what you're telling me, was able to figure out where in the abyss to put the portal to get it where it wanted it in the mortal plane. I don't know how to do that. I know how to make the portal stone work, but I don't
DM
know.
question.
I don't know where you'll end up. What?
I know we asked in the last session, but I can't remember. Is it like a 1-to-1 ratio, or is it random for portals between the two?
I believe I put that in my notes.
I know we asked, I just can't remember the answer.
I think you said it
Oh.
was random. That it isn't a 1-to-1. Like if we make the portal here, it'll appear like 50 feet away from where the portal was in the mortal plane.
What I exactly said was the more chaotic the plane, the less likely a portal is to lead to the same location more than once.
And we determined that this one was a chaotic plane, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so I guess we could just,
Well,
do
what I
it
just meant
wherever and
was-
just kind of figure it out.
Well, what I meant was if we. This is out of character. What I meant when I asked that was we could take the stone and come back over here and make the portal. We
Right.
can just use the stone somewhere else.
Yeah,
We would be
wherever
able
we
to
end
actually
up, we
use
just
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
wherever
could
we
use
end
the
up, we
stone.
end up.
Yeah. I might even be able to get the stone to open a portal from the lair to here, so we don't have to make the trip back, but that might be a little unstable.
So it's not a one-time use. It can be reused over multiple times.
Oh no, it
You don't
has
need to charge.
I don't know how many times it can be used. I know it can be used multiple times. It's kind of an artifact. In my head, that sounded less metagamey.
It was fine.
Okay.
So, up or down? Let's get this train rolling.
I'd say
We-
down because less enemies.
I vote for underground.
Fine with
We'll be back
whatever.
in a few days, Brangle. As quick as we can.
All right, looks like we're going underground.
Right. I will lead the way. Luxlim says, I'll be in the middle.
That sounds about right.
Mhm.
So
So I guess what order are we walking in?
Bex asks, which way... You told her that guard disappeared into a howling void, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
over there near those dead demons that are in that hallway over there.
So let's not go that way. Let's go this other way.
How far can you see ahead of you?
I like your thinking. I can
Yeah,
see
so
I can see about 60 feet.
okay, well I can see double that, so maybe I walk up front with you?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so I'll be up front with you, and Ignis will be near me, and also shedding some light. Specifically 10 feet. Or
We're
sorry,
not gonna discuss
10
how
foot bright
Meryl
and 10
changed.
foot dim. Not gonna discuss what?
How Meryl changed into her different form.
No.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can. You can bring it up. We're used to it.
Fair.
Unless that was you bringing it up.
I like how Brown's just there, like, is nobody else going to talk about how she's all dark now?
And it's normal. Although I will say that this form kind of makes her look more like a mouse. Very, very mousy.
Wynne didn't even notice. Like, oh yeah.
That's one of them. She's got more.
All right, Bucket, you bringing up the rear?
Yep.
Or how about, will it better like this?
And as you are right behind Bex kind of, when you say that, she looks over her shoulder and just jumps up. What? What is that?
It's my hybrid form. My master partner did a little experiment on me since I can change shapes, and gave me this form.
Oh! So this Bartimus fella made you look like that and gave you a gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a little unhinged, but
Yeah, not the best.
it's not in a malicious way.
I mean, I can
He doesn't
always,
always do the best thing.
I can
Oh.
always look like this.
He experimented with my blood too, but that's a different story.
You are quite the interesting group.
You're welcome.
All that, and you have a fellow with a bucket on his head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
don't really know him, but yeah.
He's,
We don't. We just met him.
I don't know
Better
if he's in our
recognize.
group or not, but he's
Recognize.
Better recognize.
he's something.
Okay.
Mama said I was special.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Yes, you are.
Alright. So you head down that way into the next room.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went ahead and
Alright.
put Ignis's light around him.
Yeah. I enabled it so everyone can see it. Alright, so you go through some tunnels that are about, what is that, 5, 15. They kind of narrow from 15 to 5, and then they widen again, and there's some winding tunnels, and eventually come out into a bigger room, where you find a campsite and some skeletons. And
I want to see if they have anything cool.
if they have anything cool.
Well, yeah, they died there, obviously, so that means
Are
that
they
they
human
possibly
skeletons?
have some things.
Well, as you enter the room, you notice some runes on the doorway in
Don't go looking at our languages we know now.
Abyssal.
Hey, I speak that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go looking at our languages we know. I'd have to come up with like some weird left field language because you guys know all the weird ones.
I mean,
Hey.
the thing is, I have a spell that allows me to understand any language. So,
Yeah. Of course you do.
Yeah.
So, I don't think if Wynne is able to see those runes before we enter the room, she would have the party stop seeing runes on an entryway.
Mm.
I would like to see what they say, and then determine whether I stop the party, based on what they say.
Wynne also knows Abyssal, and I think half the party does, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
So what do them runes there say?
They are. What's the word I'm looking for?
Welcome to Joe's Crab Shack.
Welcome to Joe's Crab Shack. They are entrapment runes.
Oh yeah, I'm stopping the party. I am not walking through that threshold. And I'm going to point them out to Wynne and the rest of the party once they get close enough to see them.
so I do have that book on summoning and entrapment magic, and I am a wizard, and I do speak Abyssal, and I see what this spell is with an Arcana check.
I'm so sorry. Can you say that again? I was checking something and I failed at multitasking.
It's all good. I have that book on summoning and entrapment magic, which gives me a +5 to any rolls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, make an Arcana check. What did we
32.
roll? 32.
Not only do you know what it is, but you know where it was created and when.
Yeah, these
And they were left-handed.
the book helps you decode the runes. You can read them knowing Abyssal, and the book helps you decode them. Anyone who passes through this doorway cannot pass back the other way.
Are these the type of runes, Wynne? Are these the type of runes that you could like scratch out and it gets rid of their magic?
33, would I know that?
Damn.
So I'm going to tell the party, this basically makes a door a one-way door. Once you enter through it, you can't go back out.
And I know that with like summoning circles and stuff, it has to be specific, so...
Is there a way to negate these? Would scratching it out work, or what?
If you could, with the friggin' 33, not only are you rolling insane, but you have the +5. So, with a 33, you know that if you could fully remove at least one of the runes, you could interrupt the magic of the. Yeah, you can interrupt the magic, and it wouldn't have an effect.
Hey, Bucket, you want to attack those runes?
Can we use a
Neat.
bucket, put some water, and to splash it on them?
That bucket doesn't come off. No.
So it is
Yeah.
your skull.
No, it just doesn't come off.
Can you swing your axe or sword or whatever and just knock a couple of them runes off of there?
I can spit at it.
What?
I have
Or-
acid
or-
breath.
Will
Yeah, I
that
can-
eat away at stone?
I mean, it's acid.
Should.
I mean, if you want to, go for it. I don't care. Just remove 2 of them.
I'm just going to reach up with my shocking grasp and see if I can destroy them with lightning. Well, that's not damage now, is it?
Can shocking grasp work on objects or just creatures?
I don't know. It's a good question. Let me see. Lightning springs from you to a creature. Oh, let me see. Not a creature.
I say the bucket spit acid on it.
Would that be his only time that he could use this, though?
No, I have 4 uses.
4? Okay.
But would
I
it
just
make
didn't want
more
to waste.
smack it with
I
a...
just didn't want to waste an ability that we might need you to have, but that's metagaming. To just try to, whenever we could easily just try to whack at it with
But
a weapon.
that's okay metagaming.
At the same time, it is a very Bucket thing to do.
Yes.
From
Yeah.
what I've noticed. So,
When in doubt, spit at it.
oh no, it doesn't have ankles to bite.
So do you do that?
Yes.
Alright, you're able to use your acid to melt away. It's 5 foot wide, right?
By 30 foot, yes.
Yeah. You're able to melt away like a good 5 foot section of the runes, and there's kind of a little like burst of energy from the doorway. Not enough to harm anybody, but it's as if the magic was released from the runes.
Okay, I would like to poke my head in and look around and see if there's any other runes or anything.
There are 2 ways out of the room, and you see runes on both of the doorways.
Okay. So it looks like this is a trap chamber of some sort. But at least we know we can go back out this way. I'm gonna go check that campsite over there. Oh, there's a campsite over there, in case y'all didn't know.
Yeah, the room's about the same size as the first room that you were in. So
I loot the skeletons.
you loot
While
this.
also trying to determine what kind of skeletons they are.
Yeah, does it look? I assume they've been here for quite a while.
Yeah, there's 3. There's a human, a dragonborn, and a dwarf.
A what? What was the last one?
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
And did they have any magical items with them which would have not succumbed to, age?
Dibs on Dragonkin.
What?
Unfortunately, no.
That's probably why they didn't survive. Okay, anything else of note in this room?
I will cast detect magic while we're walking through here, through the cave. So this will last for 10 minutes of our strolling.
Okay.
And we should probably destroy the ruins on the other doorway as well.
Assuming there are runes on the other doorways.
I thought you said that they were.
Did I?
You said
Yeah,
yes.
you did.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you told.
Yes,
You were
you
telling
said
me
the
that.
doorway.
I have zero memory of saying that.
Yeah, well, you did. You can even go back and check.
I believe you.
I mean, how else would we know that
fully
there's runes on the doorway?
I fully believe you. I just do not remember saying that at all.
So there's
Yeah.
another doorway with ruins on it.
I'm surprised that's the first brain fart I've had today.
Second at least. With the whole watch and trance.
Say that again?
The watch
At least
and
your
trance.
second, you had the watch and trance mixed up too.
Oh, okay. So the second. Got it. I even remembered all my notes. I remember to check my notes and I went through all. So I'm doing better than I thought today. Anyway, so detect magic where the pile of ashes where the campfire was. It's all that's left is ash. And what happens when you leave a log forever?
Charred.
Like
How
just
long's
a log
forever?
by itself. I
Rot?
mean, it would eventually, it'll eventually
Petrify,
rot or
Right. Yeah.
petrify.
Okay, yeah, that. But you detect magic again. You sense some sort of magical effect under the ground, under the campfire pit.
I will
What?
go over to the campfire pit and use my longsword, use the tip of it to kind of fish around to find the item.
Who says it was an item?
Can I burrow into it?
So you move the ash around, and you don't find anything in the ash pit. It's there's another brain fart.
Is it below ground?
Yes.
Then I'll burrow underneath it.
You don't know it's there.
Oh,
But
okay.
It's
can I
it's about 5 feet under.
about 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will ask Meryl.
If it's 5 feet, then she would know it's there.
Huh?
Spell is blocked by a foot of stone, dirt, or wood.
That is right.
Well, shit.
Okay, it's 5 inches, right?
It's 11 inches underground.
Okay, there we go.
Underground. Okay, great. I'm going to ask Meryl, would it be possible if you could burrow down about a foot over here? There's something emanating a magic aura underground.
It's stone. I don't think Meryl can burrow through stone.
Is it stone?
Yes.
Then can I use catapult to pick it up?
You can't see it,
Don't
so
you
I
have
doubt
to
it.
see it to?
Let me see.
Pretty sure you have to see it to catapult it.
Nope. Nope, you don't
You
have
have
to see
to
it.
know that it's there.
Choose an object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried. Object flies in a straight line if the object would strike a creature. stopping early if it impacts a solid surface. It's just going to hit the stone it's
Hit the
underneath.
wall.
No, it's going to hit the stone it's underneath.
No, I'm talking about picking up
Can
the
you
rock
break
that's
the
blocking
stone of
it.
the weapon?
I'm talking about picking up the rock that's above it. The stone that's above it.
Is the ground stone? Is the ground dirt?
The ground is
I think
stone.
is.
Oh, it's all stone?
Yeah.
Can we explode the ground somehow?
I mean, yeah, we could.
I have a scroll of disintegrate.
Um,
God damn, no, that was.
Don't think it's that pressing. So there has to be. I mean, what's the school of magic that I'm getting from this, if any? If you're able to tell me.
Oh, comes.
if it was created by a spell, you learn the spell school of magic. It's not created by a spell.
Okay, well there is something. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it might have something to do with the entrapment spell in the room. Maybe. But let's see, what would Thunderclap?
I have a pick in my backpack.
Oh, perfect.
Bex is walking over and then let me get you guys over here. I'm just gonna reuse the map from the first room and move the campfire.
Yeah.
Bex
I'm
is,
not
I'm
very
gonna say
strong, but I can give it to somebody else to use.
Like bucket?
I'm gonna say to Bex, there's something emanating a magical aura about a foot down.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm too worried about that. I just kind of want to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm cool with whatever. I do kind of want to get this Garistro. I just want to make sure that it's not gonna bite us in the butt. But I don't know.
Yeah, just anything magical buried in this cave kind of worries me a little bit.
Yeah. I can give it a go with the
We
pickaxe.
might be eccentric, but we usually do it for reasons.
I can try to give it a go.
Is
Unless you want to try me whack the stone with this pickaxe.
I thought we were gonna give let bucket try.
I thought you said bucket.
Yeah.
I said, unless you said bucket, but no one didn't respond. So.
I responded.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, well I hand him a pickaxe, or I just kind of hold it out for somebody to take.
I'm
And
gonna grab it.
It kind of falls a little bit because I can barely hold it up because it's like 10 pounds.
I grab it. I grab the pickaxe.
If you don't
And-
already have a miner's pick in your backpack, you can put one in there.
I don't believe I do.
Because I'm going to delete it out of mine.
Yes,
I'm
I
just
don't.
wondering why you have a miner's pickaxe.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Part of my starting adventuring gear.
Oh. I see.
I've just been carrying it around in my backpack. I think we used it once before. Or the shovel that I have.
Alright, it's added.
Alright, so Bucket, you're gonna go up to... I'm using the campfire token, but it's just a dead fire pit with ash. You're gonna go up to it and try to pick at the stone to get 11 inches down into the ground and get whatever's under there.
Do I need to
I'm
roll?
gonna back up a little bit just in case it explodes. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna. I keep my concentration to know whenever he's getting close to it. Of
Could
course, I
use
keep
the,
concentration on.
You could use the rock circle.
Say
All
that
right,
again?
I'm gonna start mining.
You're gonna start mining.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah. Roll. Roll like an attack roll. Like just pick one of your weapons and roll an attack roll. $18.
Does he
yeah.
hit the ground or does he miss completely?
No, he hits the ground. I should have had an
Did you mean roll
athletic.
damage?
I should have. No, I was going to use the D20 roll plus the proficiency and the strength. I should have just asked for an athletics check.
I can still do that.
Oh no, that's fine. I think I got the same result anyway. I think that that would have been the same kind of roll. Yeah.
Not really. I have advantage on my athletics.
Oh, well, okay then. Yeah, just roll athletics again. Toe's still an 18. All right. You hit the ground
How far
and
down?
you get to pick a good I don't know how mining works, so I don't know how far down that would go, but you're a big strong dragonborn. I'd say it goes down straight about 6 inches. And
Keep at it there, buddy. You got this.
when
Maybe
the pickaxe strikes, you can all feel the ground shake a little bit.
Great.
Hold up a sec. Bucket.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like I was doing a good job.
You did great, buddy.
Yeah. It's about
Do it
halfway
again.
down.
Did Meryl's tremor sense pick up anything?
Yeah, did my tremor sense pick up anything?
I think we all picked it up.
Yeah, I mean, you were a little more sensitive to it, but didn't pick up anything special.
Okay, I was just wondering if something special.
Can Wynne think of anything that would cause this?
Mm,
Because it's curious that the fire pit was put right on top of this.
Is this like an unlocked door scenario where we're just kind of... It's nothing and we just need to kind of go through?
Where you gotta push the door instead of pull?
No, I meant along like D&D lines where like we try all these different things to get through this door, but it's unlocked and we could have just walked through to begin with.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean,
I'm trying to think if
okay, well, while you're thinking,
I'm trying.
Ignis.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, Ignis also smells like cinnamon right now.
um. I'm gonna say you're not sure what it could be, other than you think it might be something you think it might have something to do with the fire pit itself.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't really help me.
It make the fire go. Araneus has become bored, and it's like, I think we just
All right.
leave it there.
Yeah.
One more hit.
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to serve us any purpose.
I mean, with it shaking the whole room, if we hit it again, it might end up causing a collapse, and we don't want that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's just
obviously,
Araneus-
it's stuck in there. I say we just kind of.
Would Araneus be intelligent enough to determine that?
He's got a 10.
Araneus isn't. He's got a 12.
Oh, 12. Sorry.
He's not dumb.
My intelligence is 20.
Yeah.
Mine too.
La-ti-da.
Mine too.
I'm just charismatic.
Yeah, Meryl got a
Same.
lot smarter in the last 24
Yeah.
hours.
I don't know what happened or why the abyss changed you so much.
Wake up and Meryl's wearing glasses and
But she's already wearing goggles, so
Just reading a book and you're like, where did you get a book?
Where did you learn to read?
did you get that out of my bag? Alright, yeah, let's I don't want to risk having the ceiling come down on us.
yeah, that's true. True, that's true.
So you said you're reusing the same map, but
Yeah.
where's the other exit?
So,
I'm
Where did we
assuming
come
we came
from?
in from here.
okay, we'll go with that.
There's only one exit out, so I guess I don't know. We'll say it's over here, right?
Didn't I say there
Yeah.
were 2 exits out?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You said
But
there
we
was one.
assumed. You said there were 2 exits, but we assumed that you meant the one we came in and another one.
No, I meant 2 more.
Oh, 2 more.
Yeah,
Okay.
And there are there runes on both of those doors?
Bex, which way do we need to go?
she walks over here. Says,
Okay, let's.
hold on, let me check my map. She reaches in her bag, takes out this map that doesn't look anything like a map. It's got lines going on it in all different directions and words in abyssal and infernal, and she holds it up and she's looking at it and she nods her head and says, yes, this way.
Okay, let's
I
look at
want
the
to.
runes on this door.
So I read both of those languages. Did I notice anything weird about that map, other than the fact that it's weird?
So the words in abyssal and infernal say things like howling pits or
So it seemed like just monikers to the different areas.
yes, yeah.
Okay. So nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
Okay.
But the
Wynne will ask her to.
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but the lines going everywhere, not looking like it really was a map. It does seem kind
Right.
of odd. Yeah.
Wynne's gonna ask her to stop and see what the wording on these runes, on this doorway, say. If it's the similar type of spell that we need to destroy these as well.
Is it an abyssal, you said?
It's in abyssal, yeah.
Okay.
You said you asked
Does
Bex what it
everyone
says?
think
What?
Did you?
No, Wynne is looking at it to determine whether
Oh.
it's the same as the other.
I misunderstood.
I'm
what you
looking to see
said.
if it's the same, to see if we need to destroy these as well.
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay. We need to destroy these as well in case we need to come back through.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You notice Luxlim is kind of hung back at the fire pit, and apparently Bucket too.
What's up, buddy?
You okay, buddy?
Yes.
I really.
You want me to keep mining or not?
I really.
Oh yeah, no.
Really want to start a fire in this fire pit.
It doesn't
No,
seem
we're
like a
good. Come on.
idea.
Oh, I think that's a hint from the DM.
Why do you want to start a fire there, buddy? Because, I mean, I can do that fairly easily. Why do we need to start a fire?
No, Luxlam, stay over there.
I think. Oh, okay.
No, come over here, Luxlam. Don't listen
start.
to the man with the bucket on.
Don't start. Don't start. He's the big one with the pickaxe right now. So, I just have this feeling that the pit is connected to that shaking in some way.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You can
But
come over here, Lux.
Why do you feel the need to make a fire?
Why not?
I think it might initiate something.
Like
Something
us
good or
being
bad?
trapped in here.
Well, no, you're taking care of the runes. We shouldn't be trapped in here. Uh-oh.
You
Wait,
want to
aren't
start
you
a
a
fire?
smart?
Araneus?
Aren't you supposed to be smart?
I told
What'd you say, Wynne?
I said, do you want to start a fire over there? I mean, these people.
I can.
These people were. I think they just died because they were trapped in here.
Yeah, I think the runes kind of trapped them in here.
Okay, well, just in
Yeah.
case, how about everybody come over here? And then I'm gonna have Ignis come over here and change their smell, which causes the little flares, and it'll light it up
What?
using shit. Hold on, let me pull the thing up 'cause I forgot the word. Is that part of elementalism? Beckon flame?
Should be, yeah.
Thin cloud of harmless embers, scented smoke, choose color. Embers can light candles, torches, or lamps. Would that count?
Oh, no.
Because if
You said
not,
embers, right?
prestidigitation. Because if not, I'll just use prestidigitation.
Yeah, I think I might need to use prestidigitation.
Okay, I do that then.
Use prestidigitation,
So-
you start a fire in the fire pit.
Yes.
So, it catches fire and the flame shoots up from the ground. Wynne, do you still have detect magic going?
I do.
Okay. It's 30 feet.
Too far.
And then what is 30 feet? Well, before you move, you can go back to where you were before, because I was about to say something. I was trying to figure out where your detect magic went. So you sense the magical effects spreading outwardly up to just about 30 feet away from the Oh, I moved Luxlim just enough. I didn't even do that on purpose. To about 30 feet away from the fire pit. And the ground starts to shake and rumble within that 30 foot area. And plumes of fire start coming up. And I know this isn't going to bother Araneus or Ignis too much. I think Ignis is immune to fire, but Araneus, make a dexterity saving throw. 9.
That seems about right.
So half of that, which is 12. You take 12 fire damage.
Why did I disappear?
You didn't disappear for me?
I did for me, and I can't click me. There I am. That was weird.
I moved your token and it brought you back.
How dare you?
Okay, so now I'm gonna move out of the range of that.
As the plumes of fire are building up, and Luxlim's kind of, because the flames just barely miss him, and he takes a step back and says, okay, I didn't know that would happen.
Uh-huh. So that's why we weren't gonna do that.
I wonder if that's what happened to
Possibly.
The Avengers.
Probably.
Luckily, flames don't hurt me as much.
All right.
Bex.
So
Bex says, I wonder which demon was responsible for this trap. There's a few around here that I could think of.
So I guess this room would have just been approximately, well, if it were that size, we wouldn't be able to escape it. I was gonna say, for it to be a real like fire death trap, all the doors or all of the exits would have those runes on them, and the room would basically be the exact size for the flames, so you had no escape.
yeah, but if they're going constantly, then that could end up causing it just to become superheated in here.
Oh, it's just that 30 foot range.
Right, but I didn't know how big the actual room that we're in is. Since we were using a different map, I didn't know how big the actual room was.
Oh no, I'm going with the same size. I mean, it's a different shape, but we'll go with the same size. So you guys can get out of the way.
Alright, I guess we just continue on since I mean, we're in the abyss. I don't really care if there's a trap here, as long as it doesn't get us.
Bucket is enamored by the flame.
Bex takes out a notebook and a
Notes does this flame.
yeah, takes some notes about this trap and puts her notebook away and says, oh, not, I say notebook, journal, whatever would be the appropriate term. Bucket enamored by the flames. She puts it away and says, I'll have to come back to this. See what I
Ignis
can
dances
do."
in front of Bucket.
Alright, well, I guess, lead the way, Bex.
Alright.
So now we know that there's probably going to be magical traps in these rooms.
Right. I guess I'll be your eyes.
Alright, so you head out.
Yes.
Head out through some more tunnels. As they wind around and come to a fork between that goes to 3 different paths. And Bex takes out her map again. She looks like she's struggling to read it. And she looks to the left and looks to the right. And she subtly looks over her shoulder at the rest of you and looks back at the map.
Need some help with that?
No, I've got this.
I'm fluent in scribbles.
I look over her shoulder at the map and try to decipher it.
Wouldn't you be looking like under her arm because you're short?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I use one of my flies for the day, and I fly up and look over her shoulder.
However,
Oh,
Wynne
gosh.
is a proper height, and we'll go stand next to her to look at the map.
I'm even gonna mark off that I've used one of my flights.
Good. And Bucket better have marked off that he used an acid breath.
Did I what?
That you used an acid breath before? Said you better have marked off that you used it.
Yes, it
Okay.
automatically does it whenever I roll for it.
Okay. She looks at Araneus, she looks at Wynne. She looks back at the map. It's definitely not straight.
Can we determine anything by looking at it?
No. It's unlike any map you've ever seen.
Well, is there writing on those? Are
What
these
is your
not
map?
labeled?
Does your map talk to you?
It is labeled, but the labeling is... It's like it's all over the place. It doesn't seem like it has any rhyme or reason to it.
Well, that's not a very good map now, is it?
She says, no, it doesn't talk to me. This is how I do my maps, so only I can read them.
Well, you didn't do a very good job now, did you?
Did you forget your cipher?
No, it's up here.
Oh. Do you want to
Mhm.
tell us about it
No,
so that we can read your map and help?
Do you need help remembering it? Anything that can jog it a little bit?
Need a swift kick in the butt?
no, but if anybody has anything that could probe my mind, that might help.
I do.
It'd be better if you were human, but yeah, she can do it.
I have telepathy, but I don't think that'll help.
I have mind reading.
Everybody's just gonna glaze over the fact that Bucket said he has telepathy.
Though I heard it, I just assumed it came from
heard
the
it.
bucket.
Yeah.
It does.
Wait, hold on. Is your bucket a helm of telepathy?
Maybe. It does say I have telepathy with
That's
120
funny.
foot range.
I called it the mind pail.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Need I use my mind pail?
So that could have come in handy before, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess we don't really know you, so I guess it's okay that you haven't told us everything about you yet.
I don't.
I'm like the Professor Xavier of the party, just without the wheelchair.
Or the intelligence.
Or the intelligence, or wisdom. Or wisdom.
I don't know if simple telepathy will help, but you She points at Meryl. You can read minds?
Yeah, I had the spell and now it's not showing up. I just had the spell start earlier. Give me 1 second.
I know you had it. You used it before.
Yes, and it just disappeared off of my thing. I didn't remove it.
It's right here. Detect thoughts. Under.
Oh, I was searching the wrong thing. Okay.
I could do
was-
mental prison, but I
Okay.
don't think that does what we want it to do.
Cast.
All right.
I was thinking it was under
Hold on.
mine.
Do you have the copper piece?
Yes.
What's funny is that means it's a penny for their thoughts.
For their thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Lol.
Yeah. Yeah. Penny for your thoughts.
Tasha
didn't
said
know
he's
that?
happy, or is it a feather?
We couldn't possibly have figured that out. Anyway. Till the spell ends, you can either activate. You sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet of yourself. It's read thoughts. Target one creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. Check. You learn what is most on. If the target doesn't know any languages, this you learn nothing. Okay. You learn what is most in the target's mind right now. So what is most on Bex's mind right now is how attractive Luxalim is.
Oh.
He's not that handsome.
Well, we don't know that yet. As in the thought.
No. Yeah. no.
Which is probably a good thing.
Is Luxalim distracting you,
What?
Bex?
No.
Sure seem to be thinking about him a lot. That's all I can gather.
Her face starts to turn since it's already red, it starts to turn an even deeper red.
I mean, we can get rid of them if you want. You want us to get rid of them?
No.
Oh, wait. With as red as your Oh.
Wait, what
Hey,
did
Luxalim. I think somebody up here has a crush on you.
Luxalim rolls his eyes. Not my type, unfortunately.
I thought you liked Demon and Devilkin.
No, his type doesn't have a heartbeat.
Fair.
Anyway, are you getting anything else? You getting anything
That's all I got.
about the? You can probe deeper. You can use a magic act to probe
Okay.
deeper.
Okay, then I'll. Is that another spell?
No, as part of the spell, you can use the magic
Okay,
action.
then I'll probe deeper.
So that triggers the wisdom save, which she's going to voluntarily fail.
Okay.
And you probe deeper, and you discern the target's reasoning, emotion, something that looms large in its mind. Right now, what's looming large in her mind is the map. Damn it. Thank you.
It's a map.
The map.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
Shut up. Is the map. And you are able to discern her reasoning, which I'm going to rule is how she works out the map. So you're able to dig up how she decodes the map.
Okay.
She says, I can feel you digging around in there. Are you finding what you need?
I see how you decode the map. Would you like some help?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I've come over and take a look.
And you see the map, and you are. So I don't have like a decoder for the map. I don't have the actual. I didn't make the whole map. I didn't make the decoder for it, but
Yeah.
you're able to figure out the next step, like where this fork is on the map and which direction to go, and the next in relation to the Garistro's lair. And the next step to go is to go left at this fork.
Okay. So we need to go left.
Left. Yes, left. That's what I thought.
Are you sure that's what you thought? Because your face says otherwise.
Well, I knew it wasn't straight.
You did say that, yes.
And I was leaning left.
Kind of looked like you were just standing to me, but okay. All right, let's go.
Let's head off.
To the left.
To the left.
Are we doing the Cupid shuffle?
The what?
Yes.
To the left, to the left.
Everything I own in a box to the left.
No, that's Beyonce, not the Cupid shuffle.
Yeah, well,
No.
that's Beyonce, yeah.
All right, going to the left.
What in the world did Bucket just say?
What did you just post? What is that?
Oh, I don't even know.
It looks like I don't even know. You can't even like
You can't highlight
Kill
it.
what?
highlight it or anything.
I use my tilde key to speak, so I guess it just ends up posting that.
Oh, you
Um,
have push to talk.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, you told me to set it to press to talk.
Don't remember saying that, but okay.
This is all I see.
As long as it's working for you.
Yes. I mean, it cuts down on an unnecessary chatter for myself because I make random noises.
That you do.
Okay. So you head off to the left and go through some more tunnels. And you come out in a small room. It's about... Let me...
Damn, they changed that.
One sec. Come on, Roll20. Work for me, please.
I tried to recreate what he did, but I can't. With what Bucket did. Try.
Why is Roll20 not... Thank you. Sorry, Roll20 is being a pain in my butt. Okay. Well, that's done. Sorry, Roll20 is just being a pain in my ass. Sholly waits patiently. Araneus waits impatiently. The tunnel narrows down to about 5 feet wide, and y'all file into this. I said small room. I made that large. Screw it. It's a large room. I can't fix it. Roll 20 is being a pain. Everybody make perception checks as you enter the room. Oh, wait, who's going first? It was
That would probably
Bex,
be me.
you. Okay. All right.
Are
You want to
there
go?
anything on the outside of this doorway?
No.
Oh.
Bex is right behind you, Araneus.
My passive is 14.
Okay, your passive is 14.
Mine is 15.
My passive is 18.
Okay. So let's establish. So we got Araneus first. I'm just gonna move everybody, and then Bex, and then who's going after Bex?
Probably me, because I was helping with the map.
I have a passive
Oh,
of
right,
15.
Where's Ignis gonna be, Sholly?
Roughly about the halfway,
Okay.
so that everybody's kind of in light.
Is the path only 5 feet wide? Because we'll have to be single file if it is.
Yeah.
But
If it was 5 feet.
Okay. So we're in a line then.
I would have Luxulum between Meat and Bucket, and I guess I'll be bringing up the rear.
Okay.
and Ignis kind of is flying over people, so
You can't be there, Meryl, because it's only 5 feet.
I didn't move
I
myself.
put
Somebody
her there.
moved
I put
me.
her there. That was me.
Meryl has to move.
Just the map isn't big enough for us to.
Where'd Meryl go?
We need a longer.
Here's Meryl. There.
If y'all
Okay.
can hear my neighbor mowing, I'm sorry.
I can't.
I can't.
All right,
Did
and
you say mowing or moaning?
Mow. I live in a house, so if I heard my
Is it-
neighbor moaning, I would be worried.
They're moaning. They're moaning in their yard.
Bang on the wall and say, "Get it."
all right. So you said Ignis is flying above Maryland.
Yeah.
Me. Okay.
I mean, she could always.
Basically, to have the most people in light.
Okay. I'm just moving these for sake of simplicity. I'll put them back in order once they come in the room. It's making it easier for me. Araneus, you rolled 13, but your passive is an 18, correct?
You cut out
14.
a little bit. Oh, 14.
14, yeah.
My passive is 18, but I rolled a 14.
Right. All right. So Araneus, you don't notice anything when you first walk in the room.
Okay.
That might be a lie because I keep forgetting you have 120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, 120 feet.
I keep forgetting that. 120 feet. So you're going to be able to see the whole room as you walk in.
Yeah. Now, whether I notice things is different, but I can see the whole room.
I'm trying to think if something you have is going to negate what I'm trying to do.
I guess it would depend on what it is.
It shouldn't. Okay, so right off the bat, you don't notice anything coming out of the ordinary coming into the room. There are no bodies. There's no There's no fire pit. You can you see the doorway on the other side? No, you can't quite see the doorway on the other side, or the exit on the other side. With a passive of 14, you can see near you over here. There are some claw marks on the wall. They look like something from a roughly medium-sized creature.
I relay that to Bex, who is behind me. And I point it out so that she can kind of look at them and see if she recognizes them. Being a
Sure,
demon
so-
hunter and all.
Make a... Oh, where's her sheet? I knew I gave her proficiency in something. No! Why aren't you working? I have to turn that off, that's why. There we go. Let's try that again. Really? Okay. I don't think these are from a demon. They might be from some kind of animal, but we don't usually get normal animals down here.
I mean, we don't usually get adventuring parties that take down Brox and Garistros either, but here we are.
Eh.
Maybe they can transform like our Cabot friend back there?
Maybe. Or maybe... Are there... See, I just kind of forgot there are playable species that have claws.
Like me?
Yeah.
And Doko?
She says, hey, cat person, Meryl, come here.
Yes?
Come here.
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. Okay.
Did
Yes?
are your claws big enough to make something like this?
I reach up my hand to the wall.
And they're not the same size, but it looks like they're not exactly the same size, but it looks like something of something similar size to you could have made the claws.
Yeah, it looks like it. Someone about my size could have made these.
How many marks?
There's about 4 claw marks.
Okay. So they don't have opposable thumbs.
Oh, I thought you meant how many, like how many times was the wall scratched?
No,
That's what
I
thought
was
you
talking.
said.
Sorry. I was talking like
How many fingers?
structurally,
Boy,
how many fingers?
There's 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they do have opposable thumbs.
You know, sloths have pretty big claws.
They do.
Wynne is not up there, but I just thought of something really quick. How far? Oh, this is out of character. How far are we away from the full moon?
Yeah.
And would that
Because if we're
affect
gonna-
us here on the abyssal plane?
Yeah, would that be affecting Rao's lycanthropy on this plane?
So far, you haven't seen a... Great, computer's freezing. So far, you haven't seen a moon. You didn't see anything in the sky when you were up top.
Okay, so
But is it really the moon that affects it, or does it just line up with the moon?
Is it just a cycle?
As in, is it time-based or is it moon-based?
When you would know it's moon-based.
Okay, and specific to the moon on the mortal plane.
As in, they have to see the moon for it to change them.
They don't necessarily have to see
Speaking
it.
of claws and brow
the-
and claws triggered
yeah.
that question in my mind.
You got about a little less than 2 weeks before the full moon.
Okay, so we're good for now.
Yeah.
Hey, now we need greater restoration for multiple things.
Would remove curse work on this as well? Out of character?
On what?
On the lycanthropy, would remove curse, remove it?
I think we established that remove curse wouldn't do it.
Okay.
Anyone else?
After seeing the claw marks, I would like to look around and see if I can see what made them.
Do I
Checking the
see anything
ceiling,
else?
walls, everything.
How big is the room they're in?
How big is the room?
Mm-hmm.
It's
When bringing up the rear breath, there's going to be like, hey, what's going on? Why are we just stopped?
Do I hear her?
yeah, you hear.
Claw marks.
Not mine.
I mean, Meryl's the next
Well,
one in
of
line
course
if
not.
she wants to come in.
Roughly medium-sized creature.
Do I see anything else with my perception? Passive or otherwise?
Bucket, you want to move?
I can.
Excellent.
Whoa, this room looks fucked up.
What?
So you said there's like four claw marks.
Yeah.
4 sections of claw marks. Is that the only place?
The only one I've seen.
Mine are almost as big.
Meryl, you said you were looking around?
Yeah. My perception's 8, my passive is 18.
So you can see over. Where are you looking? Are you looking just all around, or as far as you
Yeah.
can see with your dark vision?
Yes.
You notice over here there are some claw marks.
Oh, there's more claw marks on that wall too.
Uh,
Oh, I never made a perception check because I wasn't in the room.
Araneus, does Devil's Sight allow you to see color in darkness?
I'm colorblind anyway.
Oh, right. Never mind.
That's canon.
Yes.
Has it been 10 minutes? Is my detect magic still functioning?
No, it's been more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Where are you looking, Wynne? Make your
Um,
perception check.
Yeah, I'll be looking this direction into the room.
With the 19, you see a different, because dark vision is in shades of gray. You see a different shade of gray on the ground over here. Looks like something was splattered on the ground. It's a faint difference between the color that you see and the stone.
Looks like there was something spilt over here. Can we get some light over here? say about 40 feet that way. And I will slowly walk up behind Ignis.
That looks like fire.
Sure.
That's supposed to be blood. It's it looks like fire.
Oh, is there not a?
You just give me the middle finger.
It's a dried blood stain on the ground.
Huh.
Okay. Is there anything around this area? I'm gonna look up at the ceiling too. Look at the walls. Where you going, Meryl?
I'm also doing those things.
Looking around, just surveying the area.
Meryl, as you get closer to the side of the room, you hear a faint whisper. Make a perception check. You hear a faint whispering saying, "They killed us."
They're killed who?
Beck
And
says,
who killed you?
Beck says, "Who are you talking to?"
She's pointing towards the the door, basically. I heard whispers coming from over there saying they killed us.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Those are shadow demons.
So, what do we need to do about that?
I'd suggest running.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
but-
kind of the only. This is the direction we have to go.
Yeah.
Or we can stay and fight if you want to try and die.
I thought you
Well,
were.
you said they.
I thought you
said
were
they-
a demon hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they were
I'm
demon hunters.
terrified of shadow demons.
Okay,
you said they
so
don't like.
go ahead.
Meryl
You said
pays
they don't-
balls.
You said they don't like light.
No,
Right.
they don't like light. No.
Okay.
Well, we have Ignis and we have torches.
Okay. Let's try.
I-
Wynne has
Wait.
10 torches in her bag. I'm sure most of us do because it should be in the adventuring gear.
And
Ignis, give me
pretty-
a light.
Wait, I can just.
Ignis
gonna-
does so,
I'm gonna
and
take one of the.
changes the smell to blueberries.
I'm gonna use my magical tinkering to imbue a ball bearing with light and throw it down that way.
Well,
I have a lantern. I'm gonna be wearing my bullseye lantern.
you're gonna be wearing your bullseye lantern.
Like on like my belt. Oh. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I didn't know what that was. So I took a regular lantern I could put on my belt.
No. Why do you keep saying Ignis is making things smell like things?
The cantrip thing. The beck and fire.
Beck
that
and fire
can light things. Yeah. You can change the color and scent, and the embers can light candles, torches, or lamps in that area.
You can change the
linger.
you can
This-
change the scent of the fire.
Yeah, the scent lasts for a minute.
Oh, I did not know that.
So does my lit ball bearing do anything? Because it sheds light up to 5 feet.
Where exactly do you throw it?
straight from where I heard the whispering.
What'd you roll on your perception? 23.
Like yeah, 23.
So you heard the whispering from right about here, and you roll it that way?
Yep.
So the light... Hold on, let me draw a little... I don't know where I said it. I'm going to draw a circle. I meant to fill the circle. I'll get there eventually. You said 5 feet of light?
Yep.
And that reveals a... Go to my thing over here.
If those things are scary looking, knee-jerk reaction is going to be to shoot it.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's your knee-jerk reaction, we're rolling initiative.
Oh, he's so cute.
What?
He looks friendly.
Reveals a shadow demon. And it does not like the light. It kind of recoils from the light. And with the where is all this light source coming from? We got a torch light.
I
Oh,
have
I'm
a
not
torch.
even seeing those. I can only see Ignis's.
Mine's a torch. The yellow is the bright light. The orange is the dim light.
There it is. I popped it
There
up.
we go.
Now let me drop the shadow demon down onto the board.
Come into the light, Bex.
All right, and with that, I think that's a good place to end tonight, and we will pick up with the rest of this.
Should we at
Next,
least roll initiative?
next week. We'll roll initiative next week.
Okay.
All right. Right. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for playing. That's when I should start setting up the raid. Everybody
It's
say their
gonna be
goodbyes.
fun.
Everybody say their goodbyes, and we'll get out of here.
Their
Bye.
Bye.
Night.
Their goodbyes, and we'll get out of here.
Have a good night.